Okay, money magnets, let's dive into why NIH Federal Credit Union $25,000 credit cards are better than Navy Federal Credit Union.
You know what I love about it? They have high limits and it's easier to join NIH than it is Navy Federal.
Okay, Marvin, let's dive into the credit cards and show them what's available.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, Marvin, let's dive into the first card that they offer,
All right.
which is the Visa Platinum Secure Card.
Okay.
Now, you know, Navy offers a secure card as well, but I really love what NIH is doing, okay, because their secure card goes all the way up to $25,000. But keep in mind, money magnets, that you do have to secure this with your savings account, okay? And it has a low interest rate. The only thing that I'm kind of like on the fence about, Marvin, is that you don't get all of those reward points because, you know, like a lot of these credit unions now is when you get a secure card, you get the reward points and all the benefits along with it.
But the thing I like about it, if you got bad credit or you're working on your credit, you can take this limit all the way up to 25,000. And guess what? It does graduate into an unsecured card after 1 year. Okay. So you don't have to really stress out about, is this going to be unsecured card later? It will be. But remember, this is your money you're going to be using. And if you can keep adding to it, like say if you can only start with $300, that's cool. Start there. But keep adding money to it so that limit goes up. So when it goes unsecured, now from that point on, you should start getting high limits.
And Marvin, you know, we talk about this all the time. It's about building the relationship with the bank. And this is a great way to get your foot in the door if you're trying to jumpstart your credit. Or, you know, maybe you had some issues in the past and, you know, you're like, hey, I need to reboot and get my credit going. This credit union is most definitely friendly for helping you get that good start.
Yep. All right, let's jump into the Visa Signature Travel Rewards. Okay. All right, you get 3 times the reward points in these categories. You got automated fuel dispensers, dining, electric vehicle charging, ride share, and travel. So this is more of a card if you're moving around a lot, you know, you're spending money on EV or you're spending money on gas and travel. This is the card you want to use. And remember, we always tell everybody, get the cards that kind of help you with your lifestyle.
Most definitely.
All right. When you spend $1,500 in the first 90 days, you get 20,000 bonus points. Ooh. So that's a lot of bonus points when you're using these cards. Also, guys, if you have any information on NIH, you've been a member, please comment below because we want to help our community learn as much as we can about this credit union. And things change after we make YouTube videos a lot of times.
Most definitely. Okay, Marvin, let's dive into the next card, which is the Visa Signature Cash Reward Card. Okay, now this card, I love the fact that you get rewards with this. You know, like I'm all about the points, guys, and I'm all about the travel, okay? So with this card, it does have a low interest rate. So it's a 2.99% interest rate in the first 12 months, especially when you do a balance transfer. So if you have a card that, you know, you may have some high utilization on, this would be a good card to do a balance transfer because keep in mind that interest rate is going to be low for the first year, okay? And then you get 4% cash back rewards as well as within the first year now. And then it goes to 3%. Okay, so keep that in mind, money magnets. And it's also on electrical vehicle charging. You have groceries. We have utilities. You have wholesale club memberships. You know, this card is good for all of those things. Now, money magnets, Marvin and I always say, look at these cards and don't apply for them just because. Find the card that best suits your situation and how you spend and then apply.
Yep. And this card goes up to 25,000 as well. So you can get a great limit with either card. Like Gloria said, get the ones that, you know, fit your lifestyle. That's the easiest thing to do and the easiest way to pick a card.
Most definitely.
But let's move on to the Visa Platinum card. Now with this card, you get a great introductory rate. 2.99 for the first 12 months. So this is a good card. Like Gloria mentioned earlier, you can balance transfer some of your other cards over to a card like this, even when you apply. It's good sometimes to have your information together on your credit from another card because you can put in a balance transfer with the new application.
Most
definitely. And a lot of times that can help you get the card and get a high limit because banks are competing and credit unions are competing for debt.
Most definitely.
Remember, guys, you want to have at least a 680 or higher credit score. And while I'm saying that, Gloria, let's remind everybody, look, if you got a business, and you want to raise capital for your business, make sure you get in touch with Glory and I. We do a free business strategy call to help you raise more money for your business, because business is a little different from personal.
Right.
You know, sometimes you have to do a certain sequence and know which bank to go to first. And also we have business relationship managers, which will help you get higher approvals.
And we talk about this all the time. Separating your personal from your business.
Yeah.
I know a lot of times we take our personal and we jumpstart our business with our personal, but then you want to take the time out to separate the two. And money magnets, keep in mind that whatever you do on the business side, a lot of times doesn't show up on the personal side.
Right.
So most definitely book that free call.
All right, Glory, let's tell them about the personal loans and the personal lines of credit.
Okay, money magnets. This one thing that I love about this credit union. Marvin and I did decide to join this credit union, but we haven't applied for any products yet.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know how that goes, okay? But let me dive into what you can get with this credit union, okay? As far as the personal loans, it's $50,000.
Yes.
Can you imagine $50,000? So if you have some high debt, some utilization problems, this would be a good opportunity to start building a relationship with this bank and see about transferring some of that debt over, or maybe getting a personal loan. Okay. Yeah. So it goes from, the terms on the loan goes anywhere from 36, 48 to 60 months.
Right.
That's a nice amount of time to be able to pay that, make that
money back,
to pay it back, as well as they allow you to skip a payment once a year, every 12 months. So just think about when Christmas time comes, you can say, hey, I want to use my money to buy more Christmas gifts and I can skip this loan payment. Hey, that right there can be a cash flow changer for you, money magnets.
All right, next, they have home improvement loans. Now, Navy has a feature just like this too. This goes up to $40,000.
Wow.
You can get the terms all the way out to 120 months. Right now, the interest is as low as 6.9%. And this can help you get a little equity from your house. And once again, you could either fix up the house, add some new things you want to your house, and improve your kitchen or bathroom.
Yeah.
These loans can come in handy to help you work on the house. And what I love about these payments, all the way out to 120 months, that's pretty low as far as having a payment.
Okay, Marvin. And let's not forget, because Navy does have this as well, okay?
Yeah.
But it's no collateral for these particular loans. So that means you don't have to have a lien attached to your home in order to get this home improvement loan. But you do have to have pretty decent credit in order to get it, and you have to own a home, okay?
Right.
So these loans are, we've seen some of our students get these loans with Navy Federal, and they drop the money in your account immediately, and it only took a day or so.
Yeah, it did. You're right about
that.
So
these loans right here are most definitely a cash flow changer for some of our money magnets.
All right, so now we got the personal line of credit, which goes up to $25,000. I would tell you be careful about the personal line of credit. The only reason, because it's looked at as a credit card or a revolving account. So sometimes if you max it out, it could drive your score down.
Most definitely.
So be careful with lines of credit. A lot of times people forget that, but their interest rates are as low as 8.24%. You're always going to pay a little bit more for a line of credit because it's like cash. And then you have a 5-year draw period with a 5-year repayment period.
Yeah.
And it replenishes itself as you pay it back, which means it kind of works like a credit card. So you may have up to $25,000. If you pay it off, the $25,000 is still available without you applying for it.
But remember, it's only up to 5 years, you know, so it's not an unlimited amount of time.
Right.
So just keep that in mind, money magnets.
Yeah.
Now moving on, Marvin. I love the auto loans because, like right now, everything is so competitive.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that a lot of these credit unions are going up to 125% financing for an auto loan, Marvin.
Yeah.
That right there can be a cash flow changer for you.
It can.
And they're offering all of these perks, like you have a repayment up to 84 months. Can you imagine? That's going to lower your car note.
Yeah.
Yes. Will you be paying more in interest? Yes, you will. But if you think about it like this, you lower that car payment and get the car that you want, and then just pay extra on your car note. That right there could be most definitely a cash flow changer for you.
And then you can skip a payment for 90 days.
Yes.
So imagine, you can skip that payment. You won't have a payment for 3 months, gives you a chance to save up a little money. And they have it where you can get a start draft where you can take it to the dealership and you can shop just like you were paying cash for it. So that's the good part.
Yes.
And remember, don't go to a car lot looking for money.
That's right.
Get approved first at NIH. Take the start draft with you. And that way you can negotiate better because they know you have the money to pay for the car.
Most definitely, Marvin.
Well, let's jump into the home loans next, Glo.
Now, Marvin, we're going to talk about these home loans right now. Like this right here can be a game changer for you, okay? Especially for first-time home buyers. You know, like typically first-time home buyer loans don't go up to 1.5 million.
Right.
But this credit union is offering up to 1.5 million for a first-time home buyer. That right there can really change a lot of things for you if you have the money and you're trying to buy a new home and you want a big boy loan.
Right. And also they'll do rate locks up to 60 days.
Yes.
Which is absolutely great because then you can shop and look around for the home that you really want to live in.
And Marvin, remember, you can get pre-qualified for home mortgages, money magnets.
Yeah, and you can have a fixed rate mortgage up to 30 years for 1.5 million. You can get the home ready mortgage, which is a 30-year loan with as little as 3% down.
Oh, wow.
Now you can also do a jumbo loan, which is 20 to 30 years for owner-occupied residences.
Wow. Now, money magnets, this credit union also has an adjustable rate mortgage, right? So that's when we're talking about those arms, okay? So it goes anywhere from 3 to 5 to 7 to 10 to even 15 years, with an adjustable rate, as well as it goes up to $1.5 million. Like, you can't beat that, Marvin.
Exactly. And then you can have a lower initial payment than a fixed rate mortgage.
Yes.
And a lot of times this is good for professionals like doctors and lawyers starting out, where your income is going to go up, but you got to go through that beginner period. So
most definitely.
An arm is good. I've had an arm before and I really liked it because the payment would adjust as my income adjusted.
Most definitely.
But let's give them a quick recap on, how they join, what kind of credit score they got to have, and what bureau they pull.
Okay, money magnets. So just keep in mind with this credit union, anyone can join. Now, this credit union is really all about healthcare professionals.
Yes.
So if you have someone in your family that's already a part of this credit union, you can easily join. Or, like Marvin and I always state, join the American Consumer Council. This opens you up for so many different credit unions because a lot of the credit unions are attached to this particular organization. So you can join that and also become a part of this credit union.
Yeah, and guys, remember, if you're getting ready to start a business and you're a little confused on which banks to go to, that's what we do on a regular basis, help business owners raise capital. So make sure you take advantage of our free business strategy call.
Okay, money magnets. Now, this credit union also pulls Equifax, okay? Now, when Marvin and I joined this credit union, they were doing a hard pull. But now from the data points that we've seen, they're doing a soft pull. You want to make sure that you have your check systems on point. Because a lot of these credit unions now, they're pulling check systems or either early warning. Now, check out getting a free report just to make sure that you are in good standing. You don't owe any banks because they are going to look at this, Marvin.
Yeah, and then make sure on your Equifax, you got less than 3 inquiries in the last 6 months. Because with a lot of banks, if they see you doing a lot of shopping or credit card stacking, you may have a good chance of getting denied membership or denied a card.
Okay, Marvin, I just have to tell the money magnets this, okay?
Okay.
So money magnets, Marvin and I went to the bank at one point in time to get, open up an account. And when they pulled our check systems, they stated that we opened up too many accounts. So they wanted to know, why were we trying to do business with this bank, with their particular institution? So that's why we stress to you, make sure that you're not just opening up a lot of random accounts. Make sure you're looking at which bank is going to fit your needs and start building a relationship with that bank.
Yep, you're exactly right. And guys, remember, if you have any experience with NIH Credit Union, drop some comments below. Make sure you like and share this video. And guys, we're going to try to keep bringing great value.
Well, hold up, Marvin. Before we go, money magnets, I have a gem. So if you're looking for another bank or credit union that's better than Navy Federal, check out this next video.
I'm Mr. Smith.
And I'm Mrs. Smith.
And we're here to help empower your finances.